Hello, Forecaster here again, and we are back for episode 24 of Enter the Gungeon. And as you can see, I have 9 hegemony credits, with 1 beholster left to kill, still. I'm going to head up to the acquisitions department, and it looks like they have got some new stuff. The icebreaker kind of looks like a shotgun. Singularity, nanomachines, duct tape, portable turret. That looks interesting, I want that. Unfortunately, we can only afford either the science cannon or the icebreaker. Science cannon looks interesting. I'm going to buy that. And that's pretty much all we can afford right now. I don't think this guy down here has anything for 3 credits. Nope. Right. So we're just going to head into the Gungeon and see what we can do. Hopefully we'll unlock some more stuff or find interesting weapons. Going to play as the convict for once, just to see what we can accomplish. I have no idea what's eating the frame rate right now, but it's annoying. It is pretty awful, actually. It was not like this during the warm-up run I had before this, which went terribly anyway. But at least the frame rate was stable. Going pretty well though, regardless of the frame rate. It seems to have stabilized a little bit. Hopefully there's a chest around here. Somewhere. Not in here, apparently. That was pretty close. go, nice. Still hasn't taken damage, which is very good. Wouldn't mind a better weapon though. Preferably an accurate one. Dang it. That was a poor choice. Right, this guy. So, I don't think I've met this guy on camera yet. So, what he wants me to do is explore all of the rooms, which doesn't include the secret room, fortunately, even though that is easy to get into. Or the boss room, I don't think. But all other rooms. And then you can return to him when you've done that for a reward. I don't know if you need to explore the shop as well. Probably not. But now I have it anyway. So you find all the rooms, and then you return and you get something, a random item. Which is nice. It is a bonus item that you wouldn't normally get. You don't need a key. You don't really need to pay anything for it. You just need to explore, which you should be doing anyway, because you want to find all the things and get all the monies. Because why wouldn't you want to get all the things and all the monies? Not wanting those things would be silly. But yeah. Alright, got the blue chest, which is better. Got the Crestfaller, which is a nice weapon. Can probably buy another key from the shop to open the green chest. Probably not be a bad choice. I realized I forgot to check for mimics. Although I think just brown chests can be mimics. I've never seen a blue or green mimic. Now that I think about it. Let's refill the shotgun, I suppose. So now we can pop back here, talk to this guy, and turn in our map. We got angry bullets. What did they do again? Hitting an enemy has a chance to refire the projectile at a nearby enemy. So chain bullets, basically. Or a chance for chain bullets. So let's buy that key there. And then go have a look at this other chest. Because more chests are nice. So this has a lock, so it's not a mimic. And this is the ruby bracelet. Thrown guns explode. Not the best item, because I rarely throw my guns away. Probably because there's no carry limit. It's the trigger twins. So I'll probably sell that bracelet at the first opportunity. Right. Hopefully, we can do this without being hit. Would be nice. And hopefully the frame rate will hold up. Let's do that just to be safe. Nice, got one of them without being hit, which is not something that happens all too often. That could have gone poorly. Dang it. So close. But oh well. Alright, got a key, got the Braden coil, which I'm fairly sure I had before on camera. You can check it out anyway. Damages all enemies on screen, no matter what. This cannon was built for mounting on supersonic attack fighters, but has been retrofitted to be carried by infantry. An inscription on the barrel reads, "Know thy own position, and all others inevitably fall." Don't think I've read that before. But I think I've had this weapon before, though. Though maybe not on camera, or I forgot to read the text, which is something I've been doing sometimes, regrettably. So this should be... Ow. Dang it. Why did I do that? Well, I definitely had this before. I know that. Kinda wish I hadn't lost that armor piece. I'm still trying to unlock the elevator quest, or the shortcut for the third floor. I wonder if grenades don't... Ow, dang it. Don't explode if you freeze them. But they have a tendency to die before they get frozen. Health is nice. Looks like we have a chest here. And it's Liquid Valkyrie, Maximum Pain. This is new. Slows enemy projectiles, greatly increases reaction times, with few side effects. Commonly used by rebel forces before raids on hegemonic outposts. Right. Don't think I've had that before. I can see the shop down here, so we're going to have a look in here. We have the jar of bees and the decoy, neither of which are particularly interesting right now. If unless I find another chest, I will probably buy the piece of armor for the next floor. Oh dear. hopefully I won't lose it like I did last time. Alright. Do I refill? Probably this one. Might switch to using this. Actually, this can shoot through walls, which is useful. And it looks like we have another chest there. It doesn't have all that much ammo, though, which is less good. It's a Tier 1 chest. Let's hold off on that, and I'll try not to forget it. Come on. Hit the thing. Alright, enemies take damage when they thaw as well. Should try to remember that. Like that. I can save a little bit of ammo doing or using that, which is always nice. Seems the frame rate has at least stabilized, even if it's about as terrible as usually is. And there's that room. Right, let's check the shop again. Can I afford 30 and 30? I can afford both. So I'm going to spring for the key and open this, and we get the blunderbuss. And then we're going to tackle the boss, and then buy the piece of armor afterwards. And it is the ammo conda. We'll probably use the coil on this, because I don't have to aim, basically, as long as it's on screen. It's not the highest damage, though, and it will run out. But I can do a decent amount with it without having to aim all that much. And it looks like it got to eat one of its turrets, which is a little unfortunate. Let's do that to clear out bullets. Alright, so now it's empty. Going to switch to this. Dang it. And there's the damage. That was a pretty stupid dodge. Don't know what I was thinking there. As long as you pay attention, this particular boss shouldn't be too difficult. Because his bullets waves at least have patterns. Except these really kind of don't. There he ate another turret. At least it doesn't heal him. Or it. Whichever. almost there. Let's do that. And there we go. Defeated him at least without taking ridiculous amounts of damage. One isn't too bad. One hit. Let's refill this. Refill our health. And we get the bow. Don't know if I've had this before. Classic bow will never go out of style. So it's charged, of course. Right. Let's not forget about the armor piece, which I would like to have for the elevator quest. And then let's head back, get out of here, and see if we can't find 2 pieces down here without losing the one I have. Would be perfect. I forgot what I was talking about before I interrupted myself. Alright, the bow. So it's charged, unlike the crossbow, which you reload. Looks like the projectile looks the same. I wonder what... I guess this has a special effect if you charge it. It doesn't do very much damage unless you charge it up. Looks like you don't have to fire it at the exact same or exact right moment to get the gold arrow effect. That was a pretty terrible shot. And of course, I lost a piece of armor to one of these mushroom things. Wait, did it just remove the bullets? Looks like the arrows are bouncing off an enemy when you charge it up, but it doesn't fly in any particular direction. It just bounces off in a random direction. So it doesn't really go for a nearby enemy. It's not that useful, unfortunately. I would like to freeze that thing. Alright, free key, more ammo. Let's put the ammo into this, because I'm pretty sure it's more useful than the bow. Come on, hit that thing. There we go. Oh, great. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Guess I'll put this one into the bow, because why not? We have a special room here. Ah, it's the sky. The airstrike. Can afford that. Can't afford double vision though, but it is essentially double damage. And I have been terrible at... I guess the rat is going to... yeah, take that, but that is fine. Traded that for and some money for double damage, which is nice enough. Let's go back here and see. Probably going to save the double damage charge for the boss. Hopefully it will allow me to kill it quicker. We get the stinger. The bee bazooka. Have we found the... did I find the shop? No, I haven't found the actual shop yet. Perhaps I should have saved money in case that had a bunch of armor in it. Although I think that is pretty unlikely. That was close. Actually throws a grenade. And it doesn't explode when you kill a frozen grenade. Now at the top of that room. Glad I didn't bother trying to get through that. Sometimes it's better to wait with these trap rooms. Nice. Alright. Got an extra blank. Oh no. I hate the carts. Or I hate enemies in carts. Specifically. Becomes so hard to dodge when the shots... when the sources of the shots move. Really hate that room. Alright. This is not super accurate over a long distance, but it's better than the starting weapon still, by far. Pulse cannon. We have a piece of armor, which I cannot afford at the moment. So it doesn't look like I'll be able to do the elevator quest today, or the first part of it. Alrighty. Here's the boss. So we have some more exploration to do over here. Looks like we have another chest room as well. So I'm definitely going to want to look at that. Fortunately, I do have a key. Dang it, ghosts. Well, that one froze easily. Not sure what was up with that. Let's coil these guys. Dang it. Took some stupid damage there. Didn't even see from what. Alright. Table text site. Not super useful. Mostly because I am terrible at remembering to use those things. But you know, there also aren't that many tables on this floor. But we are about to leave it. Alright, it's the tank, which I don't think I have fought on camera yet. The Dreadnought, the execution tank. Yes. Pretty sure I have not fought this on camera. Let's reload this. And use the double vision. Looks like it's already run out. You start out with a lot of cover, but then the tank kind of starts destroying it. Like that. Dang it! Just a little too in the wrong place there. And I got myself hit. Should have used a blank, but alright, let's do this. Doesn't last very long. Where's it? Oh. Oh, dang it. I should have paid attention to my character there. But hey, we did find some interesting things. We did find some new things. And that went pretty well. The frame rate wasn't brilliant this time, although it kind of stabilized towards the end, but could have been better. So that'll be today's episode, and I will see you in the next one.